Let me get this straight. Erling Haaland continues to be the gift that keeps giving. Now he speaks out without saying anything. This is mad. Let me talk to you guys. Let's get into it. Yes, guys, welcome to the Kavkas View. Welcome, bratuhi, every single one of you. And today's video is a very insightful one. It's an entertaining one. And it's a reality check for a lot of fans. Number one, we will be talking about Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland got flat out asked, are you leaving Dortmund? His response, perfect. I love it. I absolutely love it. Number two, Chelsea are linked with Chiesa. They've put in an inquiry. Let me tell you how much money it's going to cost and what Juventus' response was. Then, number three, we're going to talk about a youngster that none of you predicted, right? Is going to be in the squad allegedly for Chelsea because Thomas Tuchel really liked. Yes, I'm telling you now, unless you're a real OG, you don't know about him. And finally, Lewis Bate and Livramento look like they are going to be running out their contract. Is this a problem? Are Chelsea leaving youngsters on the back burner again? And we need to talk about this because a lot of YouTubers have a different opinion to me. And I'm going to tell you why they're wrong. Let's get into it. But before we get started, we are literally 220 away from 10K. The road to 10K is almost here. The promised land of 5 figures subscribers is almost here. I never thought that they would come. Please make this happen for me. We are so close on a level. I can't wait to say, man, them, we're on 10K. Literally, I can't wait. So hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know, do you want Chiesa? Like, if it meant getting Chiesa instead of Haaland, would you be up? So, Erling Haaland has reported to training at Dortmund, and he's there, he's training, being a great professional like we thought he is. Christian Falk reports this morning, and my Twitter went berserk. Like, literally, someone grabbed a bazooka, dashed in a little grenade, and then bust a good bazooka out, and it was going mental. Like, literally, my phone was updating by the second. He asked Erling Haaland, right? Are you going to be a Dortmund player next year? Erling Haaland smiled and walked off. Didn't answer the question. That says a lot without having to say a lot. Look, normally the generic answer, if you're not leaving, is of course I'm going to stay. Of course I'm going to stay. Like, this is my team. He didn't say much. One, he's not allowed to speak out. He's not allowed to have contact with Chelsea because there's been no permission granted from Dortmund to Chelsea. That would be tapping up. That's the first one. And number two, Haaland knows what he's doing, right? Haaland fully understands what he's doing. He is getting all the interest up around himself. Look, it's a branding tool. It's a marketing tool. The more he's trending, the more his name is wanted, the more better contract and sponsorships he's going to get. And number three, this is the biggest one. The interest is real. If Roman wants him, Roman will get him. Roman's got the P's, the fee is out there open for all to see. The way you need to look at it, this year, Chelsea can spend £150 million and get him. Next year, they can literally wait and spend 75 million but have competition. Why would Dortmund want to lose 75 million pounds on something they know they're going to be losing anyway? If the bid comes in, we get him. That was a clear sign of intent. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what your mum says. I don't care what your dad says. I don't care what your grand says. Him not speaking out and saying I'm staying is massive. This tells me, like I've been telling you, there's no smoke without a fire. And in this case, there is a fire starting, it's just not a massive one. And it will eventually get so big that Chelsea will dash a bid in. Chelsea are going to start with a bid that's going to be lower, I guarantee it. They're going to test the waters. And because Dortmund can play their little, oh no, 150 million M's. What about 135? What about 135? Do you think you can accept that? Push the boundary. Push the boundary. Make them accept it. This is going to drag on, but stay tuned because we got it here for you on the Kavkas View. Let's go. Speaking about something different, and this really came left. Like, someone in my comments kept on saying, listen, we need to sign Chiesa. We need to sign Chiesa. And you lot already know the deal. I comment. I reply to everyone. Whether it's like a generic answer, but I acknowledge that I read your tweet. And I think you guys should appreciate that. It gets very difficult when there's like 100 comments down there. But on a level, Chiesa was linked with Chelsea. Like, Chelsea have openly gone to Juventus. According to Christian Falk, again, Christian Falk says, we went to Juventus and inquired about a €100 million move to Chelsea. Juventus declined it. And this makes sense because technically he's not even Juventus's player as of yet. They have an option to buy after they loaned him to the club and now they're going to pay the fee. They're not letting him go. He's the future of the Italian national side. He's the future of Juventus. They're not letting him go. This is one of those moves where you need to understand who we're bidding for. We're basically bidding for Mason Mount. If anyone comes from Mason Mount, we're not letting him go. You already know the deal. The club value this man from head to toe, and Juventus are the same. This is the franchise player. This is the face of the team. This is what they're going to build the local team around. Chiesa. Chiesa is not going anywhere. It would have been an exciting prospect to try potentially sign, but you know what it is, you know the deal. It's not going to happen. Guys, don't get excited. Like, this deal, no chance. This could potentially be his agent putting the rumors out there to get him a new contract. I don't believe this one bit. Christian Falk, this might have happened, but I don't think this has legs. Zero legs about it. The next story is one that I really like to report. Like, look, so for me, I love the youth team. I've told you guys about this. Like, and Dujon Sterling was one of the men them that played in there, right? He was sick, right? He was absolutely class. Like, and when I tell you, lot, he was sick. He was bombing down that right-hand side from right wing back or right wing. He had good pace. He had good crossing ability. He had the ability to slow down and get his head up and pick someone out like no other. Like, it was actually so great. Normally, players with so much athleticism and ability to beat a man with ease whip it in. He picks out. And for me, I lost hope in him. Like, I thought, you know what, he's going to get lost in League One, League Two. He's had a few loans. But apparently, what Thomas Tuchel has seen, really likes it. And for me, this is great because this gives everyone hope, right? He's back with the first team. He wasn't meant to train with the first team. He is training with the first team. And this could be the backup for Reece James. Like, on a level, when you actually think about it, Callum Hudson-Odoi was viewed upon as the right wing back. That experiment got dashed in a bin and Callum was being playing on the left since. Since then, it's been Reece James. We know that he sees Reece James as a right centre-back. And you imagine if Dujon Sterling goes as the right wing back. With his ability, his close control, with his ability to pass the ball in tight areas, beat a man, beat the press, he is good enough to play a bench role, play a role where if he's given a chance to take it. And for me, this is what we do. Don't go and buy another right wing back. We don't need it. We don't need a backup right wing back. If you're going to improve the team, improve the first team. Do not be spending stupid money on backup when we've got good youth prospects. But speaking about the youth, and this is going to upset a lot of people, and this is different from what the other YouTubers think, this is my opinion. And I'm here to give you guys an exclusive view on my opinion, and I don't copy other people's opinions. I'm a different channel. I move differently. I'll tell you guys this from the day one. A lot of people say what the rest of the industry says, and that's what I don't like about this. There's a lot of people that don't want to step on toes. A lot of people that want to get interviews from certain people. A lot of people that would rather stay in silence, but instead of saying what they actually believe. And I'm going to explain to you why I don't think we should be getting blackmailed by Lewis Bate or Livramento in the future. Before I get started on this, I think it is very important that I put out a disclaimer there. Lewis Bate and Livramento have every right to reject any contract they want from Chelsea and refuse to sign new deals because it is the nature of the business of football. They were given an opportunity and they gave Chelsea their services until this age. All of them have been good enough, both of them, to warrant a place within Chelsea's youth academy, win a lot of trophies, and now they're sought after in world football. In Livramento's case, Lewis Bate, all around England, clubs are interested. Both are free agents come next summer. All of a sudden, neither one of them wants to sign a deal. And for me, this is the problem right now, right? A lot of people are saying under the old regime, under Frank Lampard, these deals would have got tied up. I respect that and I agree with that 100%. But then I ask you the question, and this is where we will start conflicting in opinion. Why do you care? Chelsea Football Club is about winning trophies. Chelsea Football Club is about building a dynasty. Chelsea Football Club is about dominating European football. And the memories that we have in years to come is not going to be Lewis Bate breaking into the team, or Callum Hudson-Odoi getting minutes here and there, or Mason Mount having a little moment and a Rabona. You're going to remember Mason Mount winning the Champions League. You're going to remember Reece James, Mason Mount, Callum Hudson-Odoi sitting on the floor and smiling when everyone else is running around with their medals and they're soaking that moment in the Champions League final. So what do you think we're going to care about when a couple of youth players leave? That's the cost of success. When you win, it means you have great players in your first team and in your squad. Not every youth team prospect is going to have to break in. And this is what I think people don't understand. Not every youth team player needs to be Chelsea caliber. Our youth system is designed to sell these players on. Generate the funds and go buy an Erling Haaland. Generate the funds, go buy a Kai Havertz. This youth department is not made for Mason Mounts. It's not made for Reece James or Callum Hudson-Odoi. That is rare. The day where we had 3 people come out and actively play for our club from the same crop is gone. It's going to be very difficult. It's going to be very hard to do that again unless there's special talent. Livramento has a year left. Is he better than Reece James? Reece James is the one we picked over Tariq Lamptey. How does it look now if we dump him and go for a Livramento? It doesn't make sense for me. Make it make sense. My favorite expression. Make it make sense. Lewis Bay. Let's talk about Lewis Bay. I've been told Billy Gilmour is the next best thing since sliced bread, right? I've been told Billy Gilmour is Techers, and I believe he is absolutely Techers and a baller. Absolute baller. Phenomenal player. How does Lewis Bay fit into this side? You guys are telling me we need to go sign Declan Rice. How does he fit into this side? Is he better than Jorginho? No. Is he better than Kovacic? No. Is he better than Kante? No. And all of a sudden, you guys want him to be getting opportunities. How's he going to get those opportunities when we're actively going to sign better players than him? Like, we need to get the balance right, and we need to be responsible, and we need to be, in my opinion, reliable with what we do. If they want to leave, listen, all due respect, we will sell you, but do not let them go on a free. Get as much money as we can for them. Make them sign a deal if they want to. Give them opportunities. Let them break through the way Dujon Sterling's going to break through. But do not give them promises you can't keep. Do not give them minutes, because we are fascinated with the progress of youth instead of the progress of Chelsea winning trophies. Big institutions don't pander to youth team players. Big institutions win big awards, win big titles, and get remembered for that. No one cared when Real Madrid were winning 5 Champions Leagues in 6 years. Nobody cared when Barcelona were dominating football. Yes, when La Masia was producing some talents, but that was a rare crop. Look at the most recent products from La Masia. Adama Traore, Sergi Roberto. You call that top level talents? Nah, they're not. Remember that, people. Chelsea is about winning trophies. Youth team prospects are part of their journey, but the main goal, the main title, is us being successful on the pitch. Look, this was the Kavkas View. I know that's not popular what I just said, but I'm here to give you guys the hard truths. And I hope you like it. I hope you respect it. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We're almost at 10K, so make it happen by the end of tomorrow. Let's go. Come on.